Hello everybody, my name is Blue, and I almost forgot which button to press, but I remembered it was 3. It was number 3. So I'm bringing you guys View Replay Cast number 44, and nothing special to say after that, just View Replay Cast, me casting View Replay thing, and this is so annoying. Okay, so I need to fix this, because if I turn it on one place, it turns off the other place. Anywho, that's nothing you guys have to worry about. Don't worry your little heads about that. It's some issues I have to figure out, and did they really? Aw, Dota. Come on, Dota. That's not cool. Well, you guys can't see what time the replay ends, but you can definitely see the timeline there. And I'm going to go ahead and switch to the free camera and hide that away. So I got to adjust my overlay, apparently, because Dota's like, hey, bro, we're going to change our overlay, so you have to change things on your side. So, anyway. Just as long as you guys don't know how long it lasts, all that matters. So, this is View Replay Cast. I'm not going to tell you guys who sent it in until the very end, because the general assumption is the person who sent it in is probably on the team that won, and that'll be spoilers for you guys. That'll be no fun. And I'm also going to try my hardest to make sure you guys don't know how long this game lasts. But you did see the timeline. You could probably get a general idea of how long the game lasts. You guys couldn't see the end time, though, so I guess that's saving grace from that. But I do have to update my overlay now. Now that I've recognized that small little problem. And everything is all up. Actually, I need to do this too. So let me go ahead and bring up my settings so you guys can all see right before yourself how, or right before your eyes, how I change my settings. These are the exact settings I use whenever I'm scrolling through things. Battle. I know, very exciting stuff indeed. But I'm just hanging out here in the middle as I typically do, and I actually want to take a look at Roshan, just to give a homage to Roshan, just say hi Roshan, how are you doing, how was your day, what abilities do you have? So he has Spell Block, which is his first ability. Roshan will block one targeted spell every 15 seconds, pretty cool. He also has Bash. Roshan has a chance to stun on attack, 15% chance, bonus damage 50, and a stun duration is 1.65, and notice that this doesn't have a cooldown, which means that he can pretty much perma bash you. Or just bash and bash and bash. And Slam is his last ability. Roshan slams the ground, damaging and slowing all nearby enemies. This ability is the one that you hear pretty loudly when there's a whole bunch of people. I think it's only 3 people. Like, it has to be 3 people around him. And he slams it, or he does a slam, and it slows your attack speed. Also slows your. Oh no, it just slows you. Okay, it slows you and does damage. And a nice little AOE. I'm assuming AOE. Yep, AOE. So anyway, that was Roshan. So let me go ahead and do. Let me go ahead and get into the game, so I can actually do something productive. I'll do the introduction, start off on the radio side, start off with the Sand King. On the Sand King we have Gary Oak, and I hope that's not the real one. Of course, the real one I mean as in the Pokemon one. On this Invoker we have Willie, and he is going top without boots first, and I'm actually very concerned about his survival. Moving over to Bloodseeker, we see FG Lord. I'm not too sure how I'm supposed to pronounce that, but that person on that Bloodseeker. Moving over to the Shadow Demon, we see Mizuto on that Shadow Demon. And last but not least, for the Radiant side that is, we have a Nova on that Panda. And we got a problem. We got to pause. Okay, somebody's AFK on the side of the diary. So let me go ahead and continue introductions. Maybe they'll come up by the time I'm finished. We have 1C3 Mad on that Templar Assassin. Moving over to mid, we have the crazy nasty ass has Honey Badger on that Kunkka. Pretty unique name, I'll say that much. On the Sladar, we have Sequin, I'm not too sure how you pronounce that, on the Sladar. And last but not, on the Silencer, we have Sludge Core on him. And last but not least, on this Slark, we have Mark on that Slark. And I think this is the upgraded version, or actually no, this is not. This is before the before 6.78 patch. This game is. So if that is true, I'm trying to figure out who has the easiest one. Bloodseeker, he has the easiest one. Actually, no, I really don't know. It's hard to tell. I want to say that this is before the patch came out, but it might not be before the patch came out. Anyway, so let me go and call out the lanes. As far as the lanes go, on the top lane we have a Sand King Invoker versus a Sladar Silencer, and that'll be an interesting lane. More so for the Radiant side, because Invoker, he can do quite a bit of damage if he goes Exort, just like pure Exort, and Sand King can set him up some pretty nice engagements. Throws out that Burrow Strike, and then he goes straight for it. Or Invoker follows up with the kills and stuff. Moving over to mid, we have a Bloodseeker versus Kunkka. Pretty instant lineup between these two. It's going to be pretty much like a rock versus a hard object in the mid lane, because Bloodseeker, he can pretty much heal himself and make sure he stays sustainable. Oh man, we got a kill on down bottom. We got Shadow Demon picking up the kill down bottom while it's just yapping on around. He gets a kill on top of TA. I'm actually pretty surprised about that. TA does not have a point inside her meld, so she wasn't able to run away. Even if she was able to run away, she would still probably die because Thunderclap does a crap ton of damage. But yeah, this Disruptor holding on to a skill point. Oh, sorry, Shadow Demon holding on to a skill point. He's only used one so far. He actually has two now. Shadow Demon's going around everywhere. No points in stats as far as I can tell. Yeah, no points in stats, so 2 skills to spin. There we go, 2 skills spent. Soul Catcher and 1 on Shadow Poison. So, anyway, Max is mid lane. Like I said before, Kunkka can do quite a bit of harassment with that Tidebringer, but Bloodseeker can heal it all back up with this Bloodbath. So, it's gonna be a pretty boring lane mid. I think so. Until Kunkka hits level 6 or Bloodseeker hits level 6. That's gonna make things a little bit more interesting. On this bottom lane, down this bottom lane, of course, we have a Shadow Demon and Panda, or Brewmaster if you guys want to call him by his proper name, versus a Templar Assassin and a Slark. So, yeah, the first kill was down here. It looks like a Thunderclap went down, and then Shadow Demon was able to get, or Disruption Thunderclap, and then auto attacks, and TA pretty much died. Her refraction charges meant nothing, apparently.
Regeneration.
So one thing I wanted to comment on was just the Sand King. Sand King has a bottle first. I do not like bottle first. I do not condone bottle first. Bottle first, especially if you're not mid, is extremely risky because once you're out of bottle charge, you have 0 regen, absolutely 0 regen after that, except for your base regen, of course. So I guess it's not absolutely 0, but you have no extra regen. So basically, Silencer just throws a few auto attacks, throws a few last words, and then Sand King takes a lot of damage, pops a bottle charge or 2, and he's out of mana. Or sorry, and he's out of regen. So it's much more efficient to go for tangos, and also to go for... Oh, okay, there we go. Never mind, Invoker just Lombard's tangos. Cool. Much more efficient to go for tangos, go for clarity posts early on because it's really cost efficient. Even though it's not all that impressive, it's still cost efficient. That's extra regen. What is that? 8 regen? Is it 8 regen? I think it's 8 regen for the 16-second duration. Whatever it is. It heals that much, and that's 3 tangos per thing, so it's like, what is that, 500 and something health? Or, well, sorry. Whoa, my numbers are off. 300 and something health that you'll be healing back up. So, long story short, tangos and clarity potions, I'm a fan of those. So anyway, Brewmaster and Shadow Demon getting a little bit aggressive down this bottom lane. Shadow Demon taking quite a bit of creep aggro. From 2 creeps as a range creep and a melee creep, took a little bit of damage. Shadow Demon trying to do a little bit more harassment. He's out of mana. If he had a little bit more mana, he might have been throwing more shadow poisons at Slark. But Slark is not level 6 yet, so no more regen for him. He has a courier coming to him, bringing him something. I didn't see what it was. I think it was clarity potions, or sorry, tangos. Meanwhile, mid, more boringness going on. Bloodseeker and Kunkka just casually broing it out. Bloodseeker hiding behind the trees, getting himself a little bit of HP whenever he gets a kill on top of the Bloodbath. He has 3 points inside of his Thirst. I'm not too sure how much I actually agree with that. Yeah, sure, Thirst is really nice, but I mean, 2 points in Thirst, maybe before the level 6, will be all is really worth it. We got a kill going on top. We got Sladar going down to the Invoker, I think, or was it the Sand King? Okay, Sand King got the kill on top of on top of that Sladar, and now Sand King's out of mana. He's gonna go ahead and pick up a rune, but there's no rune here for another whole minute. The rune's actually bottom, a haste rune. Nobody's picked it up. So now Sand King's completely out of mana. Shadow Demon rotates mid. He has no mana for Soul Catcher, but he has, yeah, he probably won't need it. Bloodseeker throws out the ult on top of Kunkka. Kunkka turns around, throws out the boat. Pretty smart decision in my personal opinion, because it basically means he takes less damage. He'll feel it later, but he takes less damage for now. 4 more seconds where he has another piece of Tidebringer hitting, and now he's taking all the damage that he just dodged from that boat. And he should actually go back home. I don't know why he's still here. He should go back home. That's all his HP gone. Yeah, it's actually really nice because what Kunkka can do is he can throw his boat, even though Bloodseeker's ultimate does HP removal now. I think it's still in the era where it only did magic damage, but even if it does HP removal, it basically makes Kunkka take a less damage, like 50% less damage until the very end of his ultimate's buff's duration. Hold on, there you go. Allies are doused in Kunkka's rum, receiving bonus movement speed and delayed reaction to damage. And the delayed reaction is, or sorry, the buff is 8 seconds, and the delayed reaction, the reaction damage is reduced by, it doesn't say it, but 50%. Just know it's 50%, guys. Trust me, I'm a doctor. No, trust me, I'm a caster. Anyway. Arcane Boots on both Sand King, and he still has 0 regen outside of that. I'll really like to see a Magic Wand already. But he has Arcane Boots. I can't be too picky, can I? So as far as the last hit to the knives go, we see Bloodseeker, he's leading the pack with last hit to the knives. just a little bit above Kunkka. Kunkka has 30 last hits. Bloodseeker has 34 last hits, so 4 last hits above him. Counting denies, of course. Counting denies. So really that tells the story that Bloodseeker has been having some really nice sustainability in his mid lane because he's been getting all the last hits with that bloodbath at level 2, so that's healing him for quite a bit. Whenever he gets a last hit, like right there, he just healed for, what was that, 80 something, 85. Okay, wait, I'm not paying attention. Crap, the number pops up, but I keep missing it. Whatever amount of HP it heals him nonetheless. Meanwhile, down bottom we got engaged. We got Sladar or Slark trying to run away. Slark will be going down. The Illusions is doing too much work, and TA is going to go ahead and go invisible. She's pretty much going to be going down. She turns out those that are meld for at Brewmaster says you shoo away, and he shoos away because he doesn't want to be here anymore. Shadow Demon throws out a Shadow Poise. I think it missed TA completely. Meanwhile, I see HP bars changing all over the place. Invoker just uses ulti. Oh wait, it's Invoker. I forgot. Doesn't matter if he uses ulti. Well, it does matter, but it doesn't really matter. But he does have a meteor up, and Sanky's gonna go ahead and throw out the Sandstorm. Beautiful Sandstorm followed by a beautiful Burrow Strike followed up by Sandstorm. Meteor from Invoker did fly, but it wasn't enough damage. Here we go. We got Sladar about to take a little bit of damage. Sanky trying to get the auto attacks, but he got disabled. Oh my gosh, beautiful play coming from Silencer. Sand King, big misplay on his part, but he didn't really have anything to cast with Burrow Strike. He should have just casted the Burrow Strike and called it a day. The Burrow Strike's cooldown was 11 seconds. I'm pretty sure he had it before he died at the very end. Sunstrike getting thrown by Invoker. He threw it out way too close to Sladar. I honestly thought he was going for Silencer, but apparently not.
Missing middle.
So items all around. Let's go and take a look at the items really fast before anything too big happens. We see Arcane Boots on everybody essentially on the side of the Radiant. Everybody needs mana, so everybody's getting Arcane Boots. Why not? Makes total sense. Meanwhile, we see Brown Boots on top of everybody except for Kunkka who has Space Boots already. So we got engagement happening on down bottom. We got Slark throwing out the leash on top of Panda. Panda doesn't really care too much about it. He could potentially catch up and try to kill TA. I honestly would argue that he could pop his ulti and try to go for the kill. But he does save it. He does in fact save it. It's a very smart thing, very wise thing to do. Meanwhile, on top we see Invoker getting a kill on top of Sladar. Sladar getting a little bit overzealous, and hey bro, I can kill Invoker pretty easy because I have my amplified damage. But 8 armor reduction, I mean yeah, armor reduction is really nice, but it doesn't really mean much. Especially when you don't deal a whole bunch of damage to begin with. So armor reduction early on, it does give you that extra edge, but not when not when they're full HP and you're low HP. So he apparently just dove in trying to go for the kill, but it wasn't enough. Meanwhile, down bottom we got Panda. Panda about to go down. Panda can't pop his ulti. Oh man, the ulti from Silencer just keeping him down. And Silencer actually died to Invoker. But a double kill goes to Kunkka, and we got a kill going from one person from Shadow Demon to, well, where's Shadow Demon go? I missed Shadow Demon, I don't know. Wherever Shadow Demon went, he got killed from there. Meanwhile, Bloodseeker did throw his ulti on top of Slark, and Slark cannot death pack that off of him. If I remember correctly, which I might not be remembering correctly. TA is going to go ahead and try to dive on top of Bloodseeker. Might be a bad idea, especially with Slark here at low HP. That means Bloodseeker moves a little bit faster, and now he lost his buff. He has no boots, and he has 2k gold. He's going straight up for Radiance. I do not agree with that, because I think Radiance just makes him that much more vulnerable. Sanjayasha definitely a little bit more valuable on top of Bloodseeker as opposed to what he's going for now. Sladar comes forward, throws out a Slytherin Crush, then backs away. Just doing a little minor poke damage. But the best way to look at it is that his Slytherin Crush costs 105 mana, and his mana pool is 325, so that means he can only pop that 3 times. So having that as harassment damage, or using that ability for harassment with air quotes, is not really warranted. Meanwhile, I see Kunkka and Sand King going toe to toe, just having a man fight. Sand King will be losing this fight, but he can't just Burrow Strike away. And Kunkka said, "Hey bro, somebody's trying to rotate. I need to be careful." Is Sand King really gonna die here? Kunkka can actually just throw out his torrent if Sand King decides to. Never mind. I was just about to say Kunkka can actually throw out his torrent if Sand King decides to Sandstorm, but Sand King was like, "Bro, I'm a man. I'm just gonna go man fight you, Kunkka." And Kunkka's like, "Okay, bro, do you even lift?" Oh, okay, so apparently he was lagging, which makes a little bit of sense. Kunkka throws out a boat. Boat does miss completely. Kunkka also follows up with the torrent. And we got a kill going down bottom. Templar Assassin got killed by, just by creeps. Okay, whatever. Meanwhile, Brewmaster's down here. Brewmaster throws out a clap on a lot of damage getting done. Slark needs a little bit more mana before he has his ulti, but it doesn't matter. Brewmaster's like, nope, no ulti for you. And Brewmaster's pretty much dominating his bottom lane. Sand King comes in, he's gonna go ahead and go for a kill on top of Kunkka. Kunkka in a little bit of trouble. All he can really do is throw out a torrent, and Sand King has a haste rune as well inside of his bottle. He's gonna go ahead and go for a kill. I think he should have popped that a lot earlier, but he should be able to get his kill on top of Kunkka pretty easy and make it out alive. Bloodseeker is here to follow up just in case, So meanwhile, what else is going on the map? We see Sladar has his Orb of Venom. He's building stuff with power tries. The courier is still walking on both sides. Oh no, one side, on the dire side of the courier is still walking. On the radiant side, the courier is flying in the air. So that's a sign of how much fun the supports are getting. It's actually a good thing to point out. There's not really any true support on the side of the dire. Yeah, the silencer, but a support silencer is not really all that powerful. Sladar and Silencer tried to go on top of Invoker for a few seconds, but Invoker was just backed away. He moves a little bit too fast, so he was fine. Which is surprising. Did I say phase boots already? Nope, he has arcane boots. Invoker with arcane boots. I think that's weird. Sunstrike getting thrown down. Sladar taking a lot of damage from that caustic finale, and he actually goes down to Bloodseeker. Wait, does that do damage? That does do damage. Wow. Really?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I don't know. Caustic Finale confuses me because every time I look at it, I think it does poison damage, like it ticks for damage, but I'm not sure how much damage it ticks for. And even if it does tick for damage, I mean, I don't know, whatever it does something. I think Bloodseeker threw his ulti on top of somebody, so that's what happened. He threw his ulti on top of Sladar, so Sladar was taking all the damage from that. Slark is trying to, he needs to go ahead and pop his Shadow Dance if he wants to make it out alive, but nah, he decides not to. He just makes it out alive. Just says, hey, Cool Blue, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm just gonna make it out alive anyway. Beastmaster not necessarily going straight up for those going straight up for the Aghanim Scepter. He does have himself 2 bracers and a Ring of Health, as opposed to the typical phase boots. Well, actually, no, hold on. Typical arcane boots, blink dagger, drums. Is that what Brewmaster builds? I need to brush up on my Brewmaster builds, but something not that. Double bracer typically is usually a sign of either you're a support who happen to have the goal for both of those items, or you're just struggling that much, and he's not really struggling that much. Meanwhile, Bloodseeker turns around, throws his ulti, beautiful ulti. Kunkka's going to throw out his torrent. Torrent did miss. Wow, torrent took forever to actually land. But torrent didn't actually do anything. Sladar taking a crap ton of damage, pops his sprint, and he's going to get hit with the Sunstrike. Oh my god, so close. SK should be able to finish him off. Sladar juking left, juking right, and he's going to try to run back into the base. Will Sand King be able to make it? Is a big question. Let's see if he'll be able to get it. He lines it up, and he gets it. Beautiful. Beautiful stun coming from Sand King. He can actually throw out his Sandstorm, and he won't be feeling any damage. Kunkka throws a torrent, and Sand King keeps running. And there's the X marks the spot. Silencer throws out the last word on top of Sand King. Sand King turns around, throws out a stun, and he's in a little bit of trouble. Yeah, he gets the ulti from Silencer gets thrown out as well. And I think Sand King's going to be going down. Kunkka just needs one more auto attack. He gets it, and there's Sand King's life gone. Meanwhile, 3 people on the radiant side are down bottom. These guys are just rotating down bottom, trying to push this tower. I'm not sure why these guys didn't do this earlier. Brewmaster did pop his ulti recently, too. I totally missed that. But his ulti's on cooldown. That's a big thing. Sladar comes down, Sladar pops sprint, and he gets hit with the Sunstrike, and he gets his jump to the follow-up, and he gets his Soul Catcher thrown on top of him, and Invoker throwing out everything. Slark is going to come in, try to do as much damage as possible, pops that Shadow Dance so he can actually be a little bit more active. Doesn't really do much, takes a lot of damage in the process. Brewmaster in a lot of trouble. Brewmaster about to be going down. He throws out a crit. No crit for you. I thought he was going to get a crit, but he got no crit. Bloodseeker, I hear Bloodseeker's ulti around the backside. He gets a kill on top of Sladar. Oh, sorry. Yeah, he gets a kill on top of Sladar. Ultimate coming off from Shadow Demon on top of, I think it was Templar Assassin, but she didn't feel any of that damage because she got Templar Assassin got tornadoed up by Invoker. Silencer threw out his last one on top of Invoker, and now Sand King's popping that epicenter. He will be able to stun forward in another 4 seconds. He'll be able to get that kill on top of Silencer if he doesn't get it otherwise. He's going to actually turn around, turn back, probably throw a stun on top of CA. He's going to throw a stun. Now he's disabled, he's silenced, and he's in a lot of trouble. He's going to go ahead and stand still and die for a few seconds. Meanwhile, TA is going to go take a whole bunch of damage. She goes down to, surprisingly, just creeps or whatever it was. She just died. It didn't necessarily say who died or who got the kill. But so far, no towers have gone down, but just the fights have been happening in between the towers, behind towers, in front of towers, next to towers, to the left of towers, and Brewmaster's XP bar is going above the user interface. That is weird. That is totally weird, guys. I'm not too sure what's going on here, but I don't know. All I had to say is go home, user interface, you're drunk. Kunkka built working on a Shadow Blade. He's probably gonna go for Shadow Blade Drum. That's what it looks like he's heading for, but he could be heading for something totally different. I've seen Kunkkas in the past go for Shadow, or after Shadow Blade go straight up for Chrysalis and then start building, well, just more damage items. Maybe MKB. I'm not saying MKB is a good idea with Kunkka, but maybe an MKB. I've also seen Battle Fury Kunkkas after Shadow Blades, or Shadow Blades and then, or sorry, Battle Furies and then Shadow Blades. I've seen it all, guys. I've seen it all, and I can't tell you guys exactly which one's the best. I just know that Shadow Blade, Battle Fury, Kunkka destroyed us one game, but that honestly we weren't really doing all that well to begin with. Brewmaster's ulti is up, and he's decided not to go for that Blink Dagger, which is actually really nice item to go for. Blink forward, pop your clap, and then pop your ulti, and then you initiate the fight. Pretty darn easy. But no, he does not have that. Tia is going to throw a few traps inside the creep camp, try to block the creep camp, but it's not going to block anything. She's actually going to steal the stack of creeps and possibly lose their life in the process. If the Radiant do decide to rotate around the side, they will be able to see all this. We got a Sentry Ward, or Observer Ward thrown out by Silencer around the backside, so you can see who's coming around here, who's around this corner. And they will be able to see them, or see somebody shortly. Invoker doing a little bit of damage on top of Sladar. Sladar gets drunken hazed up by Brewmaster. That's pretty much the end of all that. TA does successfully steal all these creeps that were stacked up over here. Whoever did that single stack job was probably pretty sad about that. But Sladar needs to be a little bit careful. Meanwhile, TA is going to come around the corner, try to man up on those creeps, but the whole, not the whole entire Radiant side is here, but there's a lot of people, a significant number of people over here on the Radiant side. Invoker throws out a meatball, TA is going to run right into it, and Brewmaster's trying to get that drunken haze on top of it. There we go, he finally gets it. It's only level 1, so it's not doing all that much. Silencer throws out the stun, and here we go, the ulti coming out from Silencer. These guys need to kill Brewmaster as fast as possible. He'll be able to pop his ulti as soon as he gets last word and he goes down. Very efficient work, very quick work, very well done work on the side of the Dire for killing that Brewmaster as fast as possible. No ulti for him. Meanwhile, what is going on around here? We see Shadow Demon trying to catches himself a free Sladar, throws out the Shadow Poison, throws out everything, throws out all his abilities at once. Silencer throws out his last word, and oh my gosh, boom! Goes to Dynamite. Tornado thrown out by Invoker and missed completely. It's a short tornado. Meanwhile, Bloodseeker is trying to run away. He's running away from a Templar assassin, I think, and who was low HP, so he's able to see her. He can actually run back up, and these guys definitely know where she's at right now. Not too sure if they realize that. Silencer throws out the last word on top of a Shadow Demon, and Shadow Demon just go ahead and takes the silence and backs on away. Meanwhile, Blink Dagger is up on Sankey. That's one big thing to note. He can actually initiate a fight himself. He doesn't need Brewmaster to have a Blink Dagger when he has a Blink Dagger already. I think Brewmaster's going for a pipe. But Sankey's going to go ahead and be as efficient as possible, kill the creep wave mid, and then hang out here, collect the more XP that comes around while his team fights down bottom. Bloodseeker built, like I said, building on Radiance. I don't agree with it because it just gives a lot of damage. It doesn't give him all that much survivability. You can see right now he's so low in HP, he can't really do anything. He does get healed up with Earn Charge, but he only has about 900 HP, which is not a lot. Bloodseeker does get hit with a trap from TA. He needs to be a little bit careful. He might die here. He just might die here. He needs a few more seconds for ulti. He's getting bashed up by Sladar. Sladar got a few points to that bash. And TA will be going down soon. Forced that forward by Invoker, but he got stunned up on the backside of that. Shadow Demon might be throwing a few Shadow Poison around the side. Invoker throws out a Sunstrike. Sunstrike does miss completely. And the Dire might be able to make it out with a free kill on their side. So this is the drawback of going for that Bloodseeker first, because not Bloodseeker, going for that Radiance first, because once you build that relic, it's like a long. First of all, it's a long way to the relic. I think costs 3,800 gold. That's a lot of gold. And another thing on top of that, the recipe is just as expensive. And Bloodseeker's just say, you know what, screw that, I'm gonna buy boots, and then I'm gonna go ahead. Well, he might finish treads, to be honest, and then he'll go for the Radiance afterwards, or maybe face boots. But long story short, he needs more survivability. The boots will give him a little bit more survivability, not all that much. Sankey taking a lot of damage. He will be going down to Kunkka pretty soon. Kunkka might be able to get a few auto attacks, and there's a stun thrown by Sankey. He could have thrown it around the backside. Bloodseeker comes in, throws out the ulti on top of Kunkka. Kunkka says, "Bro, I'm a man." He gets a kill on top of Sankey. He might get a kill on top of Bloodseeker as well. Nope. He decides to run. Kunkka decides to run, and Bloodseeker gets healed up for quite a bit. Meanwhile, he gets silenced up by Silencer. He can actually silence himself to get rid of the silence, and Beastmaster pops that ulti. Brewmaster pops that ulti. And everybody's getting a buff of Drunken Haze. Nah, never mind, this is before the patch. So all of these spirits are getting slowed. Sladar throws out the stun, catches a Storm Spirit. Nobody really cares. Or Storm Element. There's not a Storm Spirit. And we got a lot of TPs coming in mid. 4 4 people on the Dire mid, 3 people on the Radiant mid, and Brewmaster's ulti is down, so these guys can actually go straight in and go for the fight. Sladar gets hit with the Purge from Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon do as much as he possibly can to stave these guys off, and he's actually doing a really good job of it. Invoker throws a very nice meteor, catches 2, does quite a bit of damage to both Sladar and TA, despite TA's refraction. And now we got another TP coming in mid. This is a Sand King coming in, so Sand King's ready to fight. He has his Blink Dagger, he has his ulti, he has his Burrow Strike, he's ready. Blink Burrow Strike is such a good combination as well. Not just Blink Epicenter, but Blink Burrow Strike. It's like he can come from any angle and catch you and kill you. So Sladar does have himself a Mask of Madness, and oh my gosh, we see a fight happening around here. Brewmaster's out of mana, so these guys are focusing on they probably should be focusing on Invoker instead of him. Sand King comes out with a beautiful ulti. He also got his Burrow Strike off as well. Blinked in right into the middle of the fight. Invoker throws out a Sunstrike. Sunstrike does miss just a little bit off. Tia's going to turn around and throw out a man fight on top of Sand King, but she might want to go ahead and run away because she might be going down soon. Stun thrown out by Sand King does miss completely, and Tia's going to go ahead and man up on top of Sand King. Sladar threw out his ult on top of Sand King, so Sand King was visible that entire time. And some words thrown out in the language that I can't really tell what they're saying, but they're saying something. I'm actually surprised Invoker hasn't thrown his pulse snap right yet. There we go, Shadow Demon throwing out his wow. Okay, I think TA thought she was dead already, so she just stood still. Meanwhile, Kunkka's farming up top. He has a Shadow Blade, he has Phase Boots. What will he be going for next? Who really knows? He could be going straight up for that Chrysalis, like I said before. And apparently, actually, no, I just realized that. So the last person I was playing was Necrolite. So this build you guys are seeing over here, this is Necrolite. This is like Necrolite's recommended. Anywho, the Radiant finally get a middle tower. That's the first tower to go down. No, sorry, second tower to go down this entire game, not the first tower. Invoker does tell himself a double damage room, so these guys can actually do quite a bit of damage. Radiance is online for Bloodseeker, so he's gonna be pretty happy about that. This is after the 15-minute mark though, so it won't be as effective as if it was before the 15-minute mark. The main reason before that is because a lot of people have a lot of HP by now. As you can see, Silencer has 900 HP, and he's probably the lowest HP person on the map right now. Actually, no, TA is. TA is the lowest HP person on the side of the Dire. So, really, the reason why you want to get your Radiance as fast as possible, like post 15-minute mark, it makes it a great Radiance. It's like the greatest thing you can ever do is get a Radiance like at the 12-minute mark. That's the most ideal time to have it. Is basically because people don't have all that many levels, people don't have all that many stats to use, and people just aren't as survivable. They don't have all that regen built into them. Or they don't have all that regen built up. Like TA has 15, or she has a whole magic wand in a bottle. That's not a lot of regen, but still. Long story short, she won't be taking all that much damage, as much damage as she would be if she didn't have her magic wand finished already. Okay, I'll admit, that's a bad example. So let's go and move on to Sladar. Sladar has an Ogre Club. There you go, that's a beautiful example. Here's the Ogre Club already. This is after like the 15-minute mark. It takes a while to farm it up, but he already has it, so he's not going to be as susceptible to Radiance Burn, but he's going to be still taking damage from it. But if Bloodseeker would have had it a little bit faster than, yeah, if Bloodseeker had it a little bit faster, then he might have been able to actually get cash in a little bit earlier on kills and stuff. So Brewmaster might want to go ahead and pop his ulti. Kunkka's coming forward. Shadow Demon throws out the disruption. Beautiful disruption. Kunkka's going to go ahead and go for the damage on top of Brewmaster. Brewmaster pops that ulti. Here's the silence coming up from Silencer, where Brewmaster pops his ulti at the perfect timing, and Sladar's in a lot of trouble. Meanwhile, the stun from Brewmaster's Earth Spear, did he get thrown out? Or got thrown out? I think he threw it on top of Sladar. But he throws out, he will be able to throw it out soon. He needs to go ahead and throw it out now. Throw your stun, throw your stun, throw your stun. He's not going to throw a stun. That would have been a free kill on top of Silencer. Kunkka was able to get the kill on top of Shadow Demon. And now Kunkka's going to be able to get a kill on top of Brewmaster as well. A lot of attacks low, a lot of missed chances getting thrown on top of Kunkka, but it doesn't really matter. Kunkka's like, bro, I'm just going to stand still and kill you. And Kunkka just manning up. I think Brewmaster's going for a Lincoln or a Bloodstone?
Got my ear.
I'm confused. Meanwhile, Sand King comes around the backside, gets a free kill on top of somebody, or gets a free kill on top of Silencer because he had that haste rune. And I don't want to say that I wish I knew what they were saying, but I kind of wish I knew what they were saying. There we go, English. There we go. Let's do that. Shadow Demon, we definitely agree and then report it. Oh jeez, the humor we have sometimes. So TA is going to go ahead and farm with this mid, push his middle tower. Bloodseeker is still missing. Hopefully he does come back soon. Because if he doesn't, that'll make me very concerned about how long this game actually lasts. Masking Madness up on Slark, like I called before. I really don't like Masking Madness on Slark because it doesn't really serve much of a purpose. It just builds itself some form of attack speed, sustainable attack speed. But that way, you will. Oh, sorry. Build yourself some form of sustainable attack speed, like. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of sustainable attack speed. A Yasha. Yasha's a really nice form of sustainable attack speed. Also, whoa, Kunkka coming in with the boat right behind Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon a little bit of trouble. He might be able to throw a disruption on top of himself, so he will be dodging a few pieces of damage. He's going to throw it now. Throws it. Dodges two things. Dodges the damage from Last Word. Also dodges the tide. Or also dodges the X marks the spot. Kunkka coming forward. Kunkka doesn't have enough mana to actually do anything else besides pop phase boost. Shadow Demon might be able to make it out alive if he turns around, he might be able to throw a soul catch before Kunkka does anything. Kunkka's out of mana. He has a Chrysalis, and Brewmaster chasing him. There was another Drunken Haze on top of him. Kunkka definitely really looking to try to go for this kill on top of Shadow Demon. He just might be going down. Oh no, he's trying to juke around the side. He's gonna be able to juke around the side. Shadow Blade will be coming up in a long time from now. 75 mana is all he needed, and he has no mana. Oh, Kunkka. Kunkka died because he ran out of mana. That's a suck. Kunkka does have mana issues, which is why Drums is a really nice item to pick up on him. It increases that mana pool just by a little bit. Might be just enough to keep him alive. But he did in fact go straight up for Chrysalis, so he's going straight up Glass Cannon. He's going full retard, guys. You never go full retard. Sladar pops his sprint. He comes in just to go farm the jungle? Yeah, whatever. Slark is actually building a basher. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Okay, so what I would recommend for people to build as a Slark would definitely be, instead of the Mask of Madness, replace that with a Yasha. You'll love yourself later. And also buy yourself, or after you get your Yasha, you can buy yourself whatever you want. But please get yourself a Yasha. It's just a really nice item to have. A big fight happened mid. Silence throws ulti. Make sure nobody can actually cast anything, but the Sladar still went down. He just exploded to the Sunstrike from Invoker. Meanwhile, Invoker's silence. He doesn't have anything actually, or he can't really pop anything. He goes down. And TA has himself a Yasha. I heard Sand King popping that Sandstorm. Where's Sand King? Oh, there he is. He's farming up some neutrals with that. But TA has herself a Yasha, which is actually a really nice item for her to have. I'm actually surprised that she doesn't have herself a... Actually, no, I'm not surprised. I was about to say, I'm surprised she doesn't have herself a Death Letter yet, but that's going to be down the line, sometime down the line. Sand King is deciding to build himself an Aghanim Scepter. This is agreeable because he has a Blink Dagger, he has Arcane Boots, he has the ability to initiate, he has the sustainability and mana, and he also has a Bracer, which actually gives him a little bit more survivability than before. She's going to go ahead and come in on top of TA, get a free kill on top of her, and like I said before, he has an initiation ability, he has the ability just to be that much more, give himself a bigger presence in team fights and stuff, just by having that Blink Dagger. And also the Bracer keeping him a little bit more survivable, the Ogre Club helping out with HP, and the mana, or his mana pool is getting supplemented by that Staff for Wizardry. So this is a really nice transition into Aghanim Scepter. For Sand King, what could he build besides this? He could also build a drum. There are a lot of people who can actually do well with drums. Brewmaster, I think, is probably the primary one of the primary ones to go for drums, but he's going for a Battle Fury. Weird. Okay, I seriously think he needs to go for a Blink Dagger instead. He's going to pass right by a trap. Shadow Demon says, bro, screw that, we're going to go straight on top of Sladar. Sladar's in a lot of trouble. Sunstrike coming out from Invoker does miss, and there's the ulti from Bloodseeker. Sladar in a lot of trouble. He will be going down one way or another, and that's his life gone. Meanwhile, Slark is still farming up stuff. He has himself a Basher. He also has a Mask of Madness ready to go for the fight. I still think Yasha's what he needs. And the idea behind Sladar building himself a Yasha, or sorry, a Mask of Madness. Hold on, 2 seconds. We got a fight happening around here. We got everybody throwing out everything, trying to cast a Sladar, but Slark is able to get out. Meanwhile, I hear Illusion Room pop by Sand King. TA throwing a few traps from the backside. She found herself a Brewmaster. Probably not the person she actually wanted to go for. Silence, throws out his silence on top of Brewmaster. Brewmaster pops his ulti instead. Might be a little bit early. Might have been a little bit happy on that trigger finger, but he does pop his ulti. So at least the Dire did bait that out. A little bit impatience on the side of the Brewmaster, on the side of the Radiant. And now they're going to very smartly farm the mid. So kill everything, or sorry, kill that mid tower. Here comes the TA coming around the backside. She gets herself a free kill on top of Shadow Demon. This is not the Shadow Demon can do. He pops his magic wand. He could have potentially popped his force out to survive. Brewmaster. Bloodseeker going out pretty darn easy. And this is like, give me a few seconds after this fight commences. Invoker goes down as well. And the Dire pretty much gives himself a clean sweep. The only person who didn't die was the Sand King, who was down bottom farming up everything. So this points out, this like shows you guys the exact reason why if you don't get your ratings before like the 15-minute mark, anytime after that is really either just a waste of money or not really worth it. Now the main thing that a ratings gives you is it gives you that aura, so you can do damage passively when you're in a team fight, and it's really nice in the early game when nobody doesn't have all that much damage that can nuke you down. But once they get to the point where they can actually survive the ratings burn, like ratings burn doesn't do anything to them except for like tick, refraction, or it just makes Sladar take a little bit extra damage because he pops sprint. Once you get to that point where everybody has like their ogre clubs, everybody has their bracers, everybody has their bottles and everything up, magic wands and all that stuff, it doesn't really become all that effective because it doesn't do enough damage. It doesn't justify damage. The only thing it gives you is damage, and it doesn't give you any other stats. So having that radiance on top of Bloodseeker, that's really made him suffer. TA getting caught inside a wall of her own illusion. She'll be going down. Who needs a Darkseer when you have a Bloodseeker? Who needs a Darkseer when you have yourself a? Okay, that was really well played. Like I was saying, who needs a Darkseer when you have yourself a Shadow Demon? Sladar's gonna get caught inside the jungle. Silencer's right behind him to help him out, but Bloodseeker sees all. He doesn't really give a care. He's actually gonna get disabled and silenced. Invoker throws out a tornado, but it's just a little bit too short. 4-step forward from Shadow Demon on top of Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker's probably gonna try to burn Silencer to death. Silencer gets silenced, ironically, and Bloodseeker's still dealing damage. He sees him now, and he's gonna be getting burned down. Alright, now let's take a look at that situation. That's actually a nice little reflection of, or sorry, the exact opposite of the spectrum from what happened earlier. Basically, Silencer was the only person left. All he had really was a power treads and a null talisman. And that's not really a lot of survivability that is given him. That's given him a little bit more than the early game, but it's not really all that much. So with Bloodseeker having that radiance, he was able to just follow him, burn him down, just by basically walking right next to him. And it made his radiance actually really nice to have. So when Slark is going to get caught out, Slark is out of mana of all things, so he'll be going out. Pretty easy kills for these guys. Easy kills. Invoker's able to finish him off. And yeah, so in the early game, you would expect people to have, like, the hard carries to have the items that Silencer has, like, just you know, nothing too oppressive. Power treads and null talisman and maybe a magic wand. You would expect to see carries have that, so having stuff in radiance to actually do damage to them is actually really nice. But when the carriers start having items like, let's go to Sladar, he's not necessarily a carry, but when people start having items like the power treads, plus the ogre club, plus the magic wand, I mean, it becomes less valuable to have yourself that radiance, because it only deals a flat amount of damage. And nobody really cares, like if you have 13 regen per second, nobody really cares if they're getting burned for 50 damage, and you're not doing all that much damage. So Shadow even pops himself a disruption on top of Kunkka. The whole entire team is right behind Kunkka to help him out. Ulti coming out from Silencer. Panda does have his ulti up, but he will be unsilenced pretty soon. He's going to get stunned up by Sladar first. Panda's trying to throw his clap. He just go ahead and throw his clap. No, he decides to go ahead and throw his ulti instead. Very smartly. So Sand King's ulti just bouncing on top of everybody. All those pulses coming out, doing a crap ton of damage. Meanwhile, Silencer's going down on the backside, trying to pick up that invision, but it didn't matter. He would have went down regardless. Bloodseeker was there with the burn. Panda has his burn on top of his Ember Spirit, or NPC Dota Brewmaster Storm 5 Spirit. That's what it's called in the thing, guys. That's what it's called in the thing. And you know what? Still, despite what we're seeing right here with all these explanations we're saying, I think this is before patch. So all these like Bloodseeker's ultimate being HP removal, I think it's still magic damage.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Anywho, tower goes down. More gold getting donated to Brewmaster. Actually, no, to everybody. Nobody got the last hit on top of that. And let me go ahead and take a look at the items while I'm thinking about it. We see, like I said, arcane boots on everybody essentially on the side of the radiant, except for Bloodseeker. Of course, he's trying to be a rebel, and he has himself a sign. So he's going for Sanji Yasha, but he has himself a sign which gives him survivability, which is definitely what he needed. The radiance now his radiance is justified because he's actually able to survive the fights, and if he gets himself a greater main, then that'll be actually really nice. We also see a Aghanim Scepter up on Invoker. We see a Battle Free, which I don't agree with, on top of Brewmaster. A 4-staff up on Shadow Demon, so he's actually be able to be survivable, and Sand King has himself an Aghanim Scepter plus a Blink Dagger. Bloodseeker is going to go ahead and pop his ulti on top of TA. TA is going to make herself invisible. Brewmaster throws out a clap. TA pops his magic wand, but she'll pretty much be dying. Invoker can just turn around and do all the damage that he wants. Throws out a meatball. She goes down. Meanwhile, OMFGs, these guys need to kill that Curry. The Curry's not going to go down. Bloodseeker has himself a Sanjiasha, but he still goes down in the process. Invoker throws out the lightning thing, or the, what's it called, Sunstrike. And Sand King comes in with the ulti, just like, yo bro, I'm gonna just clean this up, and cleans up essentially everybody else left. Silencer able to finish off the Brewmaster because of his ulti. I'm sorry, not because of ulti, because of his last word. But they still do lose their tower. They could potentially lose Racked. Invoker can do enough damage to actually hurry the finishes. But Kunkka's coming in. Shadowblade, or sorry, Shadowblade Kunkka's coming in. Slark is coming in with his Shadow Dance, or Dance of whatever you want to call it. Sand King throws out his stun. Very nice dodges coming out from Sand King. He can just let these guys follow him, just bait out a little bit. Invoker throws out a Tornado. Tornado does miss. It does give some very nice vision, by the way. But it does miss, in fact. And Slark is trying to come in, trying to catch the Sand King, trying to be a boss and take some pass that nobody ever takes. But he gets caught in the trees, so don't worry guys, we totally saw that. Don't worry Sladar. Or sorry, don't worry Slark. I keep getting those names mixed up. They're so close. And he has a straight up A-blade, and I really question this build. Like I've seen this before, and I don't understand why people think this is a good build. Basically, Mask of Madness increases your vulnerability by 30%. Abyssal Blade, sure, it gives you a little bit more HP, and it gives you some crazy damage, but as a Slark, you're not really focused on damage, in my personal opinion. You're focused on attack speed. If you can attack really fast as a Slark, you can get that damage anyway, because the more you attack somebody, the more you attack a hero, the more agility that you gain, and the faster you attack as a reason for that. So, the whole thinking of, hey, I give myself a Mask of Madness so I can get myself that extra 100% or extra 100 attack speed is not worth the trade-off of the 30% extra damage that he takes, because as you can see, Bloodseeker can just explode him, Sand King can explode him, Invoker can definitely explode a Slark. So it's not really worth the trade-off, and I definitely don't agree with this at all. We got a free kill gun thrown on top of Sladar. He just came in, just died. Ulti thrown by Silencer. Bloodseeker coming in. He will be dying. They're donating his life right to everybody. Is that a Dagon? Yeah, Dagon on top of Shadow Demons. I honestly think that might cost him. Sanky's gonna come in, be a man. He's gonna go ahead and go in. He pops his ulti. He's going full retard, guys. He is going full retard. Pops an illusion rune as well. He's gonna turn around, go for the silencer. Sorry, there's the central ward here. So Sand King is visible, and he's taking quite a bit of damage. TA just barely able to survive, and the whole entire TA might be going down. TA will not be going down. Aegis does go to Sladar, or sorry, goes to Slark. Jesus, names, guys, get different names. Please rename these guys, Valve. you tried to do that to Bristlebog, but you won't do it to Slark. Valve logic. Invoker throwing out a lot of damage on top of everybody. Kunkka taking a little bit of damage. Will he be going down? No, he will not be going down. Silencer. Invoker might be in a little bit, or is going to be in a little bit of trouble though. He can't pop a Ghost Walk. Still gets caught inside the Torrent, despite the fact that he forced that at a very optimal time. And he's getting silenced up by Silencer. He's going to go toe-to-toe with Silencer. Silencer will be winning this fight because of that pure damage that his Glaze of Wisdom deal.
Brain drain.
And how much intelligence has he stolen? Oh, it doesn't tell me? Oh, there we go, 30. He's stolen 30 intelligence already. Or is it?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, total intelligence stolen 30. So he's getting some extra damage from that, of course, and he's also getting some really nice mana regeneration from that. He's building himself a BKB. I'm a huge fan of seeing the Orchids on Silencer. It doesn't really give him any true stats. It gives him some nice regen, but it's still a nice item to have. Bloodseeker smells blood. He's looking for a TA. He will be able to find himself a TA. I think TA saw him with that trap, and she's like, "Oh shoot, guys, help me!" But nobody's really rotating towards him. So he can actually go for Kunkka, which is actually an easier kill. Throws out the ulti, gets an instant kill on top of him. He's gonna follow up and try to get the kill on top of TA as well. TA is here. TA is gonna go ahead and throw out her stuff, and I think Bloodseeker did that a little bit backwards. He gets bashed up by Silencer, or by Slark, and Slark is able to get the kill on top of him. Yeah, I honestly think Bloodseeker should just silence himself.
Regeneration.
Stop capture rage, please. I totally agree. Meanwhile, what's happening around the map? As far as the hero levels go, you guys can see right there, Sladar, not Slark. Sladar is the lowest person, lowest level, but everybody's above level 16, or 16 and above, so they have level 3 of their ultis, which means that explicit word just got real. I mean, Sand King has level 3 of his ulti, and he also has an Aghanim Scepter, and he's building a heart of all things. He's building a heart, guys. He's doing really well. Brewmaster, he has level 3 of his ulti, but no Ags just yet. He's going for AC instead. What is it? Who is it? Invoker. Invoker has level 3 with his ulti. He has himself an Ag Interceptor already. He's building himself a Sheep Stick, which would be really nice to have when his fights break out. And Shadow Demon has level 3 with his ulti as well, so that cooldown goes way... Oh, no. I thought the cooldown went way down, but apparently I'm drunk, guys. I don't know what I'm talking about. Moving over to the dire side, as far as they got, I mean, yeah, Sladar has his level 3 ulti. That's 20 armor reduction. That's a lot. That's a significant amount of armor reduction. Silencer has level 3 of his ulti. And oh my gosh, we got Engage Heaven on top. We got Sand King doing a lot of, about to do a lot of damage. He gets bashed up by Slark. And Slark able to make it out alive because I think he popped his A-Blade on top of Sand King. And he just has to TP away as opposed to running away. He will definitely make it if he just keeps running. Kunkka throws out a boat just a little bit off, almost catches everybody, but it doesn't catch anybody. Meanwhile, Slark is able to make it alive, but Kunkka might not be able to make it out. We got the ulti thrown from Shadow Demon on top of on top of Silencer. I'm sorry, on top of Kunkka. Kunkka taking a lot of damage. Silencer pops his ulti. He's gonna go in straight man mode, try to get a kill on top of Shadow Demon. Moves an easy kill. Decides to turn around, get a kill on top of Invoker. And Brewmaster's in a little bit of trouble. He needs to go ahead and run that Earth Spirit away. He can't turn around and throw a stun, but that won't really do much. And he'll be able to make it out alive as well. Bloodseeker comes in from the middle of nowhere, throws his ult on top of Silencer. He's actually going to let his Radiance Burn do the rest of his work. But this is like look, he's taking no damage. Silencer's taking literally no damage for that. And now Bloodseeker, Shadow Demon and Brewmaster are going to go ahead and kill this Sladar. These names, guys, I swear. TA just barely missing a refraction thing. Shadow Demon trying to run away. He will have a disruption in a few seconds. He can pop it on himself right about now. He needs to go ahead and pop it now. Pops it, and the fight's going to be happening on the backside. Meanwhile, we got Brewmaster run away from Slark. He will be going down. Slark pops his stun. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Sand King with a beautiful save. I think Brewmaster's still going to be going down there. He decides to turn around, throws out the Drunken Haze, and he got one miss, but he didn't get the second one. Slark goes down. The Sand King's going to go ahead and pop his epicenter. He's going to go ahead and turn around and fight. He can't throw a stun in a few seconds, and he can actually throw his Sandstorm and just be safe. Nobody can actually stop him right now. Kunkka can throw a torrent, but Sand King can be away by the time that actually hits him. Sand King getting perma-slowed by TA. He's trying to do what he can. He's actually going to go ahead and turn around. Beautiful play by him. Oh my gosh, Kunkka saving his life essentially. Wow. Sand King playing out his mind. That is ridiculous play. Sand King's like, yo bro, you're going to X mark the spot me? Okay, cool. And he turned around, threw out his Burrow Strike, and then just started doing damage. Just went all out. He just went full retard on Kunkka. And Kunkka went down, and he got X marked his spot back to safety. That was impressive. That was quite impressive. Well played, Sand King. Slow clap for you. Slow clap for you, sir. Anyway, so Sand King playing, like I said, playing really well. I still don't agree with Bottle First, and he has his bottle. It's empty. He's just doing nothing in his inventory. He can actually go replace that with something. Meanwhile, we see, yeah, Slark is coming in for Sand King. Sand King's like, yo, bro, you're gonna go ahead and fight. And Invoker can actually turn around and help him out. A lot of damage getting done. Sunstrike thrown by Invoker. Invoker throwing a Sunstrike meatball right on top of Sand King. He was expecting Slark to stay there, but Slark decided to run away. Meanwhile, TA has an Invis room. She's getting Radiance burned to death. But these guys don't know she's here. Force that forward from Invoker trying to see if he can catch a Slark. But Slark is moving too darn fast. I think he moves at max movement speed now. Whenever he's not visible. Let's see. Max movement speed. Nope, he only moves at 400. Oh, there we go. 522. So 522 for Slark. Actually, it might be Mask of Madness as well. Okay, 504. 504 without Mask of Madness. So Mask of Madness just pushed him over the edge. Meanwhile, Sladar's going to go ahead and kill all of these Ancients. All three of them. These things take forever. These granite golems. And Gold Graph. I need to look at the Gold Graph of all things. Gold Graph. As far as the Gold Graph goes, you guys can see the Radiant, as expected, have been having quite a fun time here. Sladar's in a lot of trouble. He's going to get caught with everything. That's a lot of damage that he's taking in extra. Despite the fact that he pops BKB, that's a lot of extra damage that he's taking right now. If Brewmaster can get a few more crits, he can actually get the kill. Regen room popped by Sladar. Wow, really? I was about to say, he was almost able to fully regen out of that. Kunkka's going to go ahead and throw a torrent on the steps just to make sure nobody comes in. And Bloodseeker decides to come around the backside. He gets a free kill on top of Sladar. And he's actually going to go toe-to-toe with Silencer. Silencer will be losing this fight. Actually, no, Silencer has support in the form of his teammates. Bloodseeker's a little bit trouble. He gets disrupted by Shadow Demon. Very nice disruption. But he will still give you an X marks his spot and then right back to the wrong spot. There's an ulti pop by Brewmaster. And Kunkka's trying to run away, I think. And, well, with Silencer, no. Hold on, Slark went down. Sladar was already dead. Slark went down, and Ghostwalk popped by Invoker. Good play by him to make sure he survives. Meanwhile, Kunkka's still on the run. He's taking a lot of damage. He has 28 HP left. If these guys can find him, that's a free kill for them. Shadow Demon just spamming the crap out of that Shadow Poison. He does have a gem. I didn't realize that, but he does have a gem on his persons. And Kunkka's able to make it alive. He TP's back to base. And so ends all the madness. So the state of things right now, the Radiant need to be very wary about this top tower because this will continue to push in the favor of the Dire if they're not careful. The bottom lane that has the same momentum, and the only lane that's actually pushed out is the mid lane. But that's only because the Radiant are there. But they need to be aware that the bottom tower and the top tower need tending to soon. So there's a heart up on Sand King, so he's pretty survivable. Brewmaster has himself an AC. Shadow Demon, he has a gem and a Dagon level 1. I don't know what's up with the Dagon build or Dagon pick up, but it seems like a waste of gold to me. Invoker, I think that's his full tornado stick or sheep stick up. I'm getting my items mixed up, guys. Oh, he's going for Shiva's guard. Oh, okay. So he almost has it up. Just about 400 gold or sorry, 500 gold away from that. Meanwhile, Bloodseeker is going to go build himself a BKB, very smartly so, and the whole entire Radiant side are just waiting over here. Invis room picked up by Sand King. He can actually walk up on the high ground, scout out everything over there. There's no detection. I don't think there's any gem on the side of the Dire. There's a gem on the side of the Radiant, though. And there's a Shadow Blade on... Oh, never mind. I was about to say, there's a Shadow Blade on Slark. Oh, not Slark. Shadow Blade up on Bloodseeker. It's been a long day, guys. That's my excuse. That's always my excuse, right? It's been a long day. Tornado Stick coming up on Silencer. And the fight might be commencing mid. Shadow Demon throwing out his disruption on top of somebody, and here's Kunkka scouting around the forward, trying to see if he can catch a kill on top of somebody. Kunkka taking a lot of damage. He got caught with the ulti. Silencer throwing out the silence. Nobody really dying just yet. Bloodseeker might be the first one down. He's trying to run away. He's trying to save his life. He's getting caught with everything. He's getting bashed to death, and he goes down finally. Ulti from Sand King just catching everybody. Silencer and taking a lot of damage. Sand King needs to go and pop the Sandstorm. He pops the Sandstorm. BKB popped by Silencer. And now Kunkka comes back in. Kunkka might be going down to Shadow Demon. Actually, no, Shadow Demon will be going down to Kunkka. Meanwhile, Sand King's getting caught out. And oh my gosh, a stun. He gets a kill on top of Silencer, but he still loses his life. And he would have had Sandstorm at the end of that.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And now there's a Chrysalis up on Slark. Force that forward on Invoker. Invoker just trying to bait these guys a little bit more forward. He has a Tornado up. And I think it should reach a little bit further now. He has more points than Wex.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
But the middle tower's on attack. Invoker, okay, Invoker picked up the gem, that's all it was. So there's a gem on the ground, Invoker picked it up. And this middle tower will be going down now. I'm seeing a lot of damage getting done by these guys.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Nobody has a Desolate yet, so I'm actually pretty sad. Come on, TA, why you not build Deso?
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
I'm actually pretty sad that Invoker never using Cold Snap. Cold Snap's so good versus TA. It's like TA can't do anything. She's trying to run away. She's taking extra damage. Her refraction goes away, and then she just dies. That's assuming you can get the damage off of her, like the damage procs. But anyway, let's go and take a look at the XP graph, because as I always say about the XP graph is relatively irrelevant because the longer and longer the game goes on, the closer and closer it converges to 0. But it's still a really good indicator of where everybody is at the current point in time. And the Radiant, or sorry, not the Radiant, the Dire are at the lead right now, but the Radiant have had quite a hold on the whole entire XP situation for quite a while. They were doing much better in team fights. They were actually catching XP everywhere in Slark.
The abyss.
Nope, Sladar. Sladar going down to Bloodseeker. I think Bloodseeker was in XP range, so free kill for him. I think he smelled him. He smelt him at Roshan Pit, and he's like, yo, bro, I'm just going to go ahead and kill you. And actually, Bloodseeker's a really nice person to have in the late game because his thirst can see you when you're below 50% health, so it reveals you, and everybody can see you. So that means you have to be very careful about where you run, and very careful about what you decide to do after a team fight or before a team fight. Like, if you're low because you're killing ancients, then Bloodseeker's going to find you, and his whole team's like, oh, okay, the carrier's over there, so let's go kill him, and then they rotate and they kill you. So, a lot of cool things can happen because of that. Bloodseeker might be, nope, he doesn't dodge anything. He takes a lot of damage, though. He's desperately trying to run. Brewmaster's here around the backside. They're all silenced up, though. And Roshan is going to be getting done by Slark, of all people. Sunstrike on by Invoker there is going to be revealing this completely. Slark is now visible by Bloodseeker. Actually, no, he's not. He just went back up in HP. Critting for a little bit here, critting for a little bit there. Brewmaster's here to be at the front. He's going to go ahead and throw out a Drunken Haze, and my parents just came home, so I might have to quiet down a little bit. which actually suck because I made it so far. 50 minutes. Oh my gosh. Alright, come on guys, wrap this up. Wrap this up. Almost split. Popped by Brewmaster. Slark is gonna come in. He has his match. He has his ages up. He has everything. Invoker throwing out his definitely by Mr. Blue. Sankey with a beautiful epicenter. Catches his TA. Probably only TA. Silencer pops his BKB trying to run out, and Slark is trying to run as well, but he will not be able to make it out alive. He goes down. Aegis is popped already. Not a good use of Aegis at all by any means, or by any stretch of the word. Invoker able to get the kill and pop the Silencer. Because of that, Bloodseeker is down him out, and Slark instantly going down. And that's going to be a free set of racks. The only people left to defend is Kunkka and Sladar, but they can't really do much because Kunkka Shadow Blade is not really all that effective anymore because there's a gem up on the side of the Radiant. And Sladar, he can stun somebody. Advanced by it. Try to perma bash. Don't think it'll work out too well for him though. Yes, just in case you guys are wondering, I am still here, but I have to be a little bit more quiet than before. Not as active to commentate because, like I said, parents are here and they want to go to bed too. So Sladar's taking a lot of damage despite the fact that he can't beat up. So this is post patch. This game is sent to me, so cool. And HP removal, that's totally legit. Kunkka throwing on a boat, it will be hitting only on nobody actually. Everybody just delta splitting like a boss. Kunkka taking a lot of damage, he scouted out, and he's getting cold snapped as well. Finally cold snap from Invoker, and there's Kunkka's life gone.
Dire's middle barracks are under
Little rack's gone.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
And what is there really to say? Tia is coming in, she's doing all the meld, trying to catch up, creep up on these guys, but she got disrupted instantly. Sankey's gonna go all in, he's going full recharge for his guys. He gets tornado sticked up by Silencer, but it doesn't matter. TA still goes down because of the Shadow Poison coming out from Shadow Demon. Meanwhile, Slark is gonna come in, Slark is trying to do as much damage as possible, but he'll be going down as well. Silencer throws out the ulti, beautiful ulti, but it won't be enough because everybody's here in full force. Invoker pops his Shiva's Guard, slowing down Silencer. Silencer won't be able to make it out alive, and Sladar is able to make it out alive though. Kunkka saying this team. And the middle racks went down for the Radiant for quite some time, so that lane had momentum. It was really nice for that. The Dire could have potentially just rotated bot and killed that tower before they decided to go for team fights and stuff. But actually, yeah, the Radiant could have done what the Dire are doing now, which is basically rotate and kill the top tower or the lingering tower.
Top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Meanwhile, Slark kills the Sankey, and Sladar goes down to a Shadow Demon. And Slark is on the run, he has a gem, he's catching everybody, but he'll be dying soon. He gets silenced up by Bloodseeker, he also Slark stuns up Bloodseeker.
Are fortified.
For no apparent reason, of course. It's like, bro, I'm gonna stun you for, was it 4 seconds?
Dire's
3
top
seconds.
tower has fallen. Dire's top barracks are Dire's top
2 seconds.
barracks has fallen.
And there are mega creeps on the side of the Radiant. Oh boy, the courier coming out, being brave. He's gonna go ahead and pick up that gem and run away. The little courier that could, guys. The little courier that could. This is the middle side of the tower is going down. And this will be the ancient going down pretty soon. Almost all of the Radiant are Dire are back up. The important ones at least. It's basically TA and Silencer and Kunkka. Bloodseeker finally going down. GG, well played, thrown out by SK. And Silencer just bouncing around off tornadoes and stuff. He goes down, takes a lot of damage coming out from that Invoker. And Kunkka trying to man up, trying to do as much damage as possibly can. Shadow Demon needs to be a little bit careful. He can actually throw his dagger on top of Kunkka now, so he can do a little bit more burst damage. I think he forgot he had it. And he might be going down, force that forward 2 ways. And there's Kunkka finally getting a crit, getting a kill on top of that Shadow Demon. And Kunkka will be going down to that field. I think he went. Oh no, he went down to the Brewmaster all attack. And Brewmaster's ulti's up, so he can actually go ahead and pop it. He's going to go ahead and pop it. And here's Sladar's like, yo, I just came to the wrong part of the neighborhood. He's taking a lot of damage. That BKB is down to a level. What was it? It's down to 5-second BKB. And there's an ancient exploding. So the levels have almost reached 0. Yeah. Proof in the pudding. So anyway, that's it for this cast. Like I said, my parents are home, so it's probably gonna be the last cast I do now because it's only 1 o'clock in the morning. It's only 1 o'clock in the morning, but it's a Saturday. Actually, it's Sunday. Technically Sunday. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. Nobody cares about dates. You guys will watch this sometime in the future. You guys don't care about anything except for some freaking Dota. You guys saw some awesome Dota. So this game was sent in to me by the Shadow Demon. So thank you, Shadow Demon, for sending me this game. Thank you. Hold on. I gotta pause this real fast. Thank you, Mizuto or Mizuto. One of those names. I hope I pronounced it right. Thank you for sending me this cast, and I hope you guys enjoy the cast. I'll see you guys whenever. Also need to change my overlay, which sucks.